this week's episode of Chasing the Whimsy. I'm your host, Ben, and we're here with...
Liam.
Hello, how you doing?
Good.
Before we start, how is the day today so far?
Pretty good.
It was actually really good.
Yeah.
I guess this might make Sophie's, favorite thing we've done this year. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do?
Hang out on neighbor's trampoline.
We were out there for a while.
Yeah.
We had a good time.
Yeah.
Sophie, for a second, I don't know what happened, but you guys were jumping, and then all of a sudden she was just like, she was upset.
I don't even understand either.
Because she wasn't crying.
Nope.
She was just like, she'd mentioned that she had, when you jumped, that she fell or something. So I think either she got scared or she landed weird.
Knocked the wind out of her or something.
Yeah, maybe. Because if it was like bite your tongue or something, maybe she would have cried or something.
She just sat there.
Yeah, but we got her out of her shell. We wrestled. We showed her WWE finishers.
Mm-hmm.
She jumped. She's so funny when she's like, "What do I do?" And I'm like, "Pretend to kick him," and then she just kicks you.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. She had a good time though. God, we were out there for like an hour and a half.
Nah, just an hour.
Okay, so here's what I realized is okay. I should probably go to the doctor. Understood, but I was out there jumping with you guys, and like chest got tight.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was weird. Like, is that what exercise feels like? Is like I just don't do it enough. Like my heart's just going crazy, and it was like we're just gonna tighten up a little bit.
Yeah,
Did I have like a heart
probably.
attack? So she had a good time. Came in. We did. We played with some slime, and she passed out.
Yeah, I took Benadryl. I'm surprised I'm not out right now.
No, I gave you regular, like Claritin, non-drowsy. But yeah, she sat with you. You guys haven't like sat together in a while. She hasn't fallen asleep on you in a while.
She doesn't like me.
Today she liked you.
She's liked me for like the since like November.
Yeah. So.
I've also been over every week.
Yeah, she's jumping on the podcast. You're hanging out like you haven't been sleeping the entire days anymore. So, what do you think of last week's episode? We took a detour.
Pretty solid.
Did your mom give you any updates on your tattoo?
No, she's like, you're not gonna know until you graduate.
But you think you can wear her down?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
And
tattoos.
then I also guess I am going to Fan Fusion.
That was gonna be. I'll bring that up when we get to the Who's. So hey everybody, stay tuned. So this week, episode 97, we're on the road to 100. What W are we doing today?
Who?
Oh man, too bad we're not smart enough to do like a Who's on first. To be like, what are we doing today? And you're like, who? I'm like, us. And you're like, what? No, we already.
You're not funny.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious. Okay, hold on. 2 seconds. Bear with me. I ask you, what are we doing today? And you're like, who? And I'm like, what are we doing today? And then I have to say what, and you have to say who. Never mind. It's brilliant. You remember the first time I ever showed you that?
No.
The Abbott and Costello Who's on first? Yeah. You enjoyed that.
The baseball one.
Mm-hmm.
Who's on first? No. What's on first?
Then who's on second? No. Oh, brilliant. Okay. So we're doing the Who's. So I think the pattern of the last couple episodes have always been, let's look backwards of who have we had of note on the podcast in the first 100 episodes. Brian Johnson, episode 37, part C.
My mom.
Okay. Episode number.
Is it in the 40s? No, it's in like the 20s, right?
A little bit lower.
No, like 11 to 20.
Yes. So it's
16, 17.
Yep. David was on 16. Your brother, I believe, I kept a little part of his in there.
What do you like to do?
Yeah, trucks and wrestling.
Yep.
All right, who else? Who are some of the other fine guests? Did you like having your mom on? Let's slow
was
down for just a second.
it was enjoyable.
All right. Do you think she'd ever come back on again?
If I asked her to, she's like, just ask.
All right. Is there anything that you would want to do again with them? Can we do like a two-parter, like
No.
this family versus that family, and be like,
Who would be on my family?
it'd be like your mom, David, and then whoever else on your side,
Nice. My grandma would come on.
right? And then your brother, but like we do like a trivia game.
My brother won't play.
You said you would Zoom it. What if we Zoomed one day and I just got teams of 3?
Wouldn't be the same.
I know.
No, it has to be in real life.
All right, deal. We'll figure it out. All right, very cool. Who else have we had?
Jay Sarge, I guess.
Jay Sarge, 37. He's the theme song. He did the lo-fi music. We're gonna do some lo-fi music for some gaming.
Part of the reason we're now monetized.
Absolutely. Lo-fi, man, that's like it's a secret. You want to get some subs and you want to get some followers? Hit the lo-fi.
And
He's
then
been on twice.
Kurtzman,
Oh, Robert Kurtzman. Where do we see him at?
23.
But where?
Oh, TuesCon.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. And we also saw him again at ChronoCon.
Speaking of that, Ming Chen, it's kind of a big one that I just missed out on. So now I've mentioned every 37 episode.
Yes.
Every other one on 37.
Ming Chen. What do you think of the Ming Chen? Obviously, he's a nice guy, but what do you think of those episodes? Are you glad that we're attached to Ming Chen? I guess is what I'm trying to say.
They're pretty solid.
Yeah. Do you think we piggyback on some shared universe stuff? I would like to record and him post it on the shared universe page. So I got to ask him and be like, how do I record something and then you put it up, just their face still?
Here's a weird question.
Okay.
Ming Chen asks you to move to New Jersey for like a brand deal.
Move?
Yeah, he's like, I have a brand deal for you. I'm gonna be paying you half of a shared universe, and you have to be here in New Jersey. I'm 18. Sophie's in grade school.
Okay.
Do it.
Let's see.
Podcast has 500,000.
Okay, so we semi blow up. Ming Chen's like, we want to follow your coattails now. And like, enough that he wants to give us 50%. Obviously, we'd have to talk to Kelly and Megan because we got to take Sophie with us.
Move back to New Jersey.
I think Kelly and Megan are fair game to move wherever. To be fair, they don't want to be here. Like, I mean, they like it here. I'm not getting crazy. They would like to go and live somewhere else.
So what? I'm 18. That's a couple years from now. We move Sophie away from all of her friends. It would be worse to do it in high school, but in elementary school, it'd be better.
If there was an opportunity, and it's one of those things where, as of right now, the way that everything is just fast forwarded, I don't know. I bet you. Let's see, because Kelly can get a job with us at Shared Universe. Megan can get a job with us at Shared Universe. So now we got the 50,
We're also making a lot of money.
right? So I don't think there's a lot holding us back. When you're 18, I think I've even said in the past, once you're 18, I'm a little bit more inclined to consider-ish, maybe possibly moving. Preferably in state, which is what I like. You know, if we want some seasons and we want some different weather,
Prescott,
Boom.
Flagstaff.
2 hours in any direction, which is funny because I told my mom, I was like, hey, Mom, we can move up north, and it's still the same distance as if I was picking you up, taking you home, and dropping you off again. I'd spend the same amount of time. But we can come down every weekend or on the weekends.
I feel like you should do something like that and get like a cabin house in like Sholo. Mm-hmm. And Get a dog and live by yourself.
I'm already living by myself.
With the dog now, and in a nicer cabin, snow. And then you're gonna have a nice, cool house there. Everyone's gonna want to visit you.
We'll see. All right. I think. I don't think.
We should have done this for the wear.
Right. I think Kelly and Megan would totally go. Because they got family up there, right?
Jersey,
Because when they had wasn't died in Jersey, and then the rest of the families in Florida.
Well, Jersey and Florida, I think, right here.
But if I was presented with a job, and we were able to, like, part of the reason right now is like I'm not at a place in my life where I'm like, let's just quit everything and just go. But yes, if presented with the job where Ming Chen's like, I'm going to give you half of this and we're going to expand, absolutely. I think that'd be cool. If we did do that, would you go on more cons are you coming with us? You're going to school. Where are you going to go to school?
If I'm doing what I want to do, if things go out of plan, I would go with.
Ooh, so, okay. What happens to Chasing the Whimsy then?
You'd have to end it.
Oh my gosh, I've never even thought about this.
Or
when you go to school, Chasing the Whimsy
is either continued with Sophie or finished.
So if I want to keep podcasting, I have to go under a different name.
Yeah.
Old Man Whimsy?
No, you can keep Chasing the Whimsy, but it'll never be the same.
Oh no, obviously, of course, I 100% agree with that. Like, I wouldn't be the same tone, but would I still be able to call the podcast Chasing the Whimsy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you can get monthly visits with me, Zoom.
Okay, all right, fair enough. So my who in the future would be I need someone to help out with some with that episode. I needed a banger. We got Liam here with us. All right.
Because what is that? We did 100 episodes in 2 years, 1.5 years.
1.5 years.
So, episode 300, I'll be gone.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool one. I'm on every episode. Episode 300 is my. It's okay. Quote me.
Okay.
Episode 300 is called Liam's Last Hurrah.
You want to end this thing at 300? You want to end your part of the?
That's actually kind of sad.
Point at the fences, man. That just means you're in school and that you're just not on consistently. Do I get to change the logo when you leave? Throw Sophie and Megan on there?
I would hope I'd always be on there.
Background. That's I don't know. Asking. Okay. I mean, to be fair, tell them Steve Dave. They've expanded their universe all the time. Like, get them for the longest time has been like the fourth member, but they don't change the original logo. Like, you keep it OG.
You almost have to now add Sophie in because she's been on almost all of the episodes recently.
We do have the logo with her, I think.
And then, if Megan turns into your co-host, that's when you change it. If you find a new co-host, that's when you change it. Or you start a new podcast.
I'm not changing it. I'm not going to do a new podcast. I'm keeping this. I'm like keeping it. Like, what happens? You go off to college and you're like, whoa, Dad's earning some money. He's going to shared universe. He's partnering up with them. He's got a sweet job, and you sue me for half of it. You're like, I want royalties.
No, I know. If we made money, you'd give me royalties if I was on it and I was an adult.
Yeah.
I know you would pay me, even just a little.
And there's still, and to say that you in college still couldn't produce some content of some kind. Maybe you're a little bit more inclined to be like, I don't know.
I do Dana Lives.
Yeah. As long as I will pay you for whatever you produce in content.
$5,000 an upload? I'm just kidding.
No.
1,000 every 10 uploads?
I figure out what they pay us, and since we're monetized, I'll pay you whatever you think for every video that you post. I'll give you everything that you earned on it.
What are we right now? Are you 75-25? 90-10? 50-50? 80-20?
What do you mean? Like the value? Like how?
How much do I own? if I wanted to sell my part of chasing the Whimsy.
Episode 101 is a fire sale.
Yeah.
Or it's who wants a seat in the pocket next to my dad. That'd be funny. Okay. We are 50-50.
Right now?
I'll give you 50-50. But if
Where's my contract?
But if you wanted to buy out your half of it, right? You got to pay back like we'll call it like $500 since we've started.
So if I wanted to buy out Chasing Whimsy and like I take your share.
Oh, I'm not selling my shares.
Oh, okay. How much would it take?
What would you do with it? One, you'd be like, "Can I borrow some
Destroy
money?"
it. I delete it all. all of that's happiness just gone.
Oh no, you keep it all up, but you take all the content and you just hide it.
Am I the red gnome?
We've actually never officially. So they represent a father-son, father you, me, father-son. I don't know. We've never actually said that is. We've never named them.
Well, mine's Liam.
So are we officially saying this is Liam Gnome?
Wait, was that supposed to be you?
All the comics, I've never used names. And when I make the scripts for them, I never use names. It's always red and orange.
Okay, so you're orange in the comics.
I'm
right?
orange in the comics.
Okay, good.
But
You should have been red.
I know. And it's all in hindsight, man. I didn't realize until it was too late for us to turn back.
I like that I'm red though. This is gonna be always the logo. Are you gonna ever modernize it?
Possibly, yes. See, like for the who's on the, like, cause we're still good. We're still who are on the logo. Yeah. I thought I was gonna go with Whim and Z because like you're a Zoomer, but you hate the whole idea of me using the Z for anything.
Yeah, well, because I'm not on it anymore.
I know, but at least that way, like who are those gnomes? Oh, that's Whim and that's Z. How would you spell it?
You're dumb.
What? That's not dumb.
It is dumb.
At least they would have names. 100 episodes and we have nameless gnomes technically.
So Whim and Z are the comics now? Are the comic book strips? No, it's always dad and kid.
I've never dropped names.
This is kid and this is dad.
I've never dropped names or I've never given them titles.
Well, the orange one is old man. Red is still undecided.
What if I want to be Whim?
No.
Yeah.
You're old man.
Old man Whim.
You're just old man.
Whim old man.
You can be just old man Whimsy.
But then I take all the Whimsy. So are you chasing? Chase?
I'll walk off right now.
All right. I even thought about doing a promotion once of like let people name them, but I don't want to get stuck with like A-hole and like
Kelly.
Cyber Ninja. Yeah, Cyber Ninja would be pretty cool. Cyber Ninja and like Monkey Knee, and you're like, what the hell does that mean? They're like, I don't know. They got the most votes. Oh, who was it? Mountain Dew, I think, did that. They did a poll of name the new flavor, and somebody just came up with the most ridiculous name, and everybody picked the most ridiculous name, and they had to cancel the promotion.
All right, this is a who.
Okay.
Who on Chasing the Whimsy's TV show do you want to play your character?
Okay, so what's the TV show about?
Two gnomes having random adventures.
Some Gravity Falls, some Simpsons, some shenanigans, some hijinks. Mm-hmm. Live action?
No, what? No.
Okay, so what's the question? Then who's gonna?
Who do you want to play your character?
Like voice it?
Yeah, voice. Who do you want to voice your character? That would have been better.
Ooh, let's see.
Knowing you would be like myself.
No, I mean, I would because I'd want the money. Like, might as well get paid twice for it. Get paid for the rights and for the voiceover. But if I had to pick an actor, somebody like someone with a cool voice. Ooh,
Liam Neeson.
Right? Get all deep and stuff. Yeah. I have a certain set of skills. Yeah.
I would have to play me. I don't know any like kid that I'd want to play me.
You're the best, man. You're like, who's gonna play you? And you're like, you can't play yourself. And I'm like, all right, Liam Neeson. And you're like, I'm gonna be myself. Oh, that's a good question. It would probably be somebody like, maybe like a dip. Oh, I have to go older. Okay, I keep forgetting. I gotta go older.
Any timeline, and like their voice in a certain film could be your voice.
Like an old Tom Bosley from the original David the Gnome cartoon. He had a pretty decent one.
Did you show me that?
I did.
Hang on, I want to see what that looks like real quick.
Yeah. David the Gnome was an old Nickelodeon cartoon. Came out in the mid to late 80s. He was a gnome. And it kind of, it was Tom Bosley, which is dad from Happy Days. And he broke the fourth wall, and he always talking to you, the viewer. And he was like, hey, this is where I live. This is what my house, this is my wife. This is my Fox Swift. And does some adventures, and it was an interesting show. I watched. It was probably one of my favorite shows growing up.
The Gnome.
The Gnome.
Is it weird that I used to spell gnome with a K?
GK?
No, K.
KN?
Yeah.
Gnome. That is weird. Who are some of the other Who's that we've had?
I like really. That was a Liam special right there, just derailing the episode.
No. I think that was a good Who. I think we got some decent Who's.
We had Kelly and Grandma on one episode, and I feel like it was like overshadowed because we had talkers like Megan, me, Nikki, Rhiannon,
Right.
on the episode.
So we need them back more. It's like technically they were on, but we need more of them.
Well, we don't even have Kelly's and Grandma's official interview, so.
Okay, we talked about this in the car. Who do you want for episode 100? I asked you if we can have any one person that's feasible for me to reach out to. Who do you want for episode 100?
No, I told you this already. It needs to be someone in the family, and it would be like Grandma.
Okay, so this is your official invite to episode 100. We got some decent plans. We can talk about later. Yeah. But yes. Let's see. Yep. Joyce Ann, you're invited to episode 100. We're going to be talking, what is it? Top 5 episodes? So we're just going to ask her what her favorite 5 episodes are. And then what does she think about the last 100 episodes? Nice and easy. She can handle that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Who else have we had? You mentioned Rhiannon.
Nikki. Sandy. The twins were on that episode too. We had a lot of first timers that episode because Edwin, Grandma, Kelly, the twins.
JJ.
Well, the twin.
Yeah.
You said you never released Open House.
I've never released Open House.
Besides the one origin story.
I want to say Alexis's volume was really low. Riley's, I got a bunch in there. I got a bunch of Riley.
Okay. Can we do this now? Can we mention honorable mentions of our favorite episodes now and build up?
You just thinking back of all the episodes and you're like, I really want to talk about how cool this episode is?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll let you.
Okay, let me see my 5 real quick.
You're gonna go 5 honorable mentions?
No, my 5, the ones I would pick in my draft.
All right. Who else have we had? Brian O'Halloran, technically, ish.
No.
You had him on a short.
No, that doesn't count.
All right, fair enough.
Well, this is in my top 5, but it's really good. It's Sandy's episode. I really liked Sandy's episode. And I really liked the callback on the Christmas episode when she mentioned to us what happened with the kid who handed her the really
Oh
random thing.
yeah. That was a nice callback. I liked it. Good job. I like it. Sandy was fun.
Yeah, and then I like okay, that's just one honorable mention. All of the first interviews, that's not the best, but they all have their meaning. Like Auntie McFoodie.
Oh, like it's weird because we did those in like very early. I think we are significantly better podcasters now, and I think interviews moving forward are going to be so much better.
Well, they have. I feel like that's why the first 100 episodes have their heart. I feel like our first 20 episodes are like the first 100 episodes for like most people, and then I feel like we just evolved so quickly
Yeah.
on our podcast. But what Auntie McFoodie was really good. Her two-parter. Nikki's was really good, which I wasn't on, right?
You were
Because it was her birthday.
yes.
I was not on.
You were not on the birthday one,
But I listened.
Because I did JJ right before.
That's the only episode. The one of the 2 episodes I listened to. Nikki's episode and yours. Courtney's interview was great.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, we didn't mention her.
You should need to.
You should need to. Sorry.
She did a recent episode.
She did?
Yeah, when she talked about moving. Okay, she's been on. There's 2 extra episodes that she was on that you weren't. We did one after the accident, or semi after the accident.
Yeah.
And we talked about her pooping herself. And then we did another episode recently where she's like, I'm going to move back to Michigan.
And then she has her Mind Pockets.
Yeah. Maybe we'll listen to that one on the way home, because that one was a really fun one.
Sure. Well, I'll listen whatever.
Yeah.
But that's a really good... those are good episodes. The first interviews.
Mm-hmm. They're solid. I got to introduce people to our universe. Is it weird that, like, if any of your friends later find this, that they know who your aunt is? Like, who your aunts are, that you got other grandma? Like, is it weird that... Is it weird that we talk about things that you, like, you... That we put parts of yourself out there in the universe? Like, I mean, they're not secret, but the idea that, like, if we go deep dive...
I have thought about that. I'm like, what if my friends find my podcast now?
Right.
Would I just own it and be like, yeah, that's me? Or would I be like...
There's nothing really embarrassing about them.
No.
Other than your dad.
Yeah.
Because we think back, like, I look at it as...
I'm the same person at school that I am on the podcast. I don't know why I was...
Right.
Maybe earlier me was embarrassed because I did have to, like... Because when I was, like, per se, like, I was at 7th grade and I was hanging out with all these high schoolers, you know, I had to be, like, a certain somebody to be cool. But now I'm just like, whatever.
If we were just a YouTube channel of us opening packs and playing video games, do you think you would have told more people?
No.
Okay, so regardless of the medium, you wouldn't have told people you did anything in the... Okay.
Plus, it's also, like, kind of not my business to tell. Well, it is.
It is, because I need more followers. I need some more. I need more Patreon subs. Hey, real quick, let's take a small break. Patreon. What is Patreon? Why does old man keep talking about Patreon?
Patreon. How Chasing the Whimsy gets their support with money to get you guys cool stuff like blankets, coasters, ornaments, and cups, mugs, hats.
We're looking at them, yeah.
Okay.
Where do you go to get these subscriptions?
Patreon.com.
/
Chasing the Whimsy.
And are there different tier levels?
Well, the first tier level, you can just show your support. Basically get nothing. You get your just name on the live that you get your name on the live in the what? What's it called?
Whimsy Nooners and Mind Pockets.
Whimsy Nooner and Mind Pockets. You get your own special slide. And then the tier above that, you get your gift every time you subscribe to what? 2 months? If you subscribe on the even month, you won't get the gift until the next even month.
You need the even month, and then I'll send it out in the odd month. So I need 2 months to get your gift. How much are those tiers? How much is that first one you mentioned?
$3.99, $4.
$4. And how much for the gift?
$6, $5. Are you serious?
Yeah.
$10?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Ugh, you're just giving it away, he means. Not, that's so funny. And then there's the 0 option. You can just hit the 0.
What do you get for 0?
They can see some of the pictures that I post on there.
Do you have any, naughty stuff on there?
No. Chasing the Whimsy.
OnlyFans.
No, they can hit the free one so they can see what they're missing out on. And then that way I think we have 6 or 7 non-paid right now. So now I know I have to convert 7 people real quick. So I just got like sign up for the freeze.
Is Tony subscribed?
He's not. Is he? No, I don't think he is. All right. Well, back to the show. Fuck, what were we talking about?
Who?
Yeah, but what you?
Courtney.
Courtney.
Who's gonna be our Beckett 10 first edition Charizard? Who's gonna be a rare person?
We make baseball cards. Who's the chase card?
Yes.
Ooh.
Or a figure. Is it Dream World Me?
Lucid Dream Liam.
Yeah.
Lost in the.
No thumb.
Yeah. Oh, so we do baseball cards based off of like. So there's multiple Liams, but there's different. Like.
So we have Gnome. We
Right.
have Yellowstone. We can have a Yellowstone rare.
Right.
With the arm cannon.
Right. Yeah.
We can have Rhiannon and like on a bike, eating food.
Right.
Spaghetti. You can have Grandma.
I think if we were going to like, I don't know. I think of Sophie. People like the Sophies.
The Sophie chase.
Yeah.
We can have 3 to 4 chases. That's usually.
I
What
think
it is.
Sophie.
There's got to be a 101 card there. It should be the logo with Kelly, Megan, and me.
Like the big one we did.
We can also do it where there's...
Kitschy?
Yeah. I hate Kitschy so much.
Why?
It's a replacement of me. You wanted a co-host, so you had a doll.
No, because it's only for the lives. He's not a co-host on the regular show.
He's here right now.
He's just so if I he's threatened by him, I'll move him. He's just my life.
But when I'm on the live, why is he still here?
I'll move him from now on. Sorry. Kitchen is actually on the opening when I play the theme song. It is Whimsy live with Ben and Kitchen.
Yeah, that's dumb. You should have a normal kitchen cam like you did before.
Fair enough. My kitchen's a mess right now.
Why? Like, is there multiple of these? Do you have multiple of them?
Other grandma made that.
Made it?
Mm-hmm.
Actually. Tell her to make more. We have a $30 Patreon subscription now.
We can go 15.
30.
I don't know what. Okay, yes we could do 30.
If we're selling whole kitchen gnomes plus the other stuff you get, it's $30.
Oh, because the idea is that they would get the below tier also. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, that's not so bad. I have thought about that, but I think we're gonna try to ride this thing out
until we get to like maybe tip 20.
If we can get to the 55 that I want, I would consider adding a new tier where they can get more cooler stuff. Because we got a lot of cool ideas coming out.
Yeah.
We got a book. You got a book. You got a comic book coming out.
Oh yeah, I do. The one we talked about literally today.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm excited about wildly excited to do that one.
Just wait for episode 101 because there's just a sneak peek. You guys can talk about my dreams. You can ask me. It's okay. I want questions. I think if you guys are fascinated, I get fascinated. You don't have to be like Liam's traumatized. I want to talk about it.
So you want people to ask you about your lucid dream episode?
Yes.
Okay.
And then there's a sneak peek is that there's a new dream world.
Okay.
But it's not so scary.
Okay.
And having fun.
When it's finished, you'll come and tell us.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll have another lucid dream, not backrooms. Mm-hmm. Would you want me to do on the live? Because on the live one on Mondays, I do kind of like this rabbit hole deep dive on a topic. Should I do the history of the backroom so people actually understand what the hell the backrooms are?
Sure.
Okay.
That should be tomorrow.
I can't do it
I'm
tomorrow.
just kidding. What's tomorrow?
What is it?
Because to be fair, people are going to listen to this after they listen to Monday's show.
Mom, Kelly, Grandma listen to it first thing in the morning.
Oh, okay.
But yes, next week I'll do a small dive on the backrooms.
How much money is it to make figures?
Are they articulated so they have moving pieces, or just like little figurines?
Little figurines like ours.
Like a
Like
3D printer?
Like Steve.
Who's Steve?
Your pocket gnome that you had in your pocket for like 3
His name was
years?
Richard.
Oh, okay, sorry. Steve.
Because do you know why he's named Richard?
No.
Because I take pictures of him and send it to you, so then you get a Richard pic.
Is that where pics came from?
No, pics was just because I wanted the X and because I wanted people to take pictures of him.
Wasn't that my idea? Wasn't pics my idea?
No, it
Yes,
was.
yes, it
no,
was.
no, it wasn't.
No, it was on the episode.
It was on the episode, but
it was
you
my
totally
idea. No, it was my idea.
No, I wish we did behind the scenes back then because I 100% you stole the idea.
No, it was my idea always.
No, it is recorded as yours, but it is not your idea.
Okay, so in 20 years when Pix is popular, it's my idea because you have no video proof.
So when you buy out and you're like, I'm gonna take everything I created, boom, Pix.
Pix is 100% mine.
No.
Deal.
No. You can't have Pix.
Yes, I can.
No.
Pix, it was my idea
Dude,
on
Pix
the
is-
podcast.
Pix is like no. Pix is one of my. Pix has potential to be amazing.
Is red 100% mine?
Like if you leave, I will never put somebody in another red hat. Yeah. I can do that.
I don't know why I'm so like I need everything.
You don't even know what you want to do with it.
You can have kitchen. He sucks.
Man, 100% for the record, you stole the Pix idea.
No, I didn't. That was
Yes,
mine.
you did. You sound like you barely know what you're talking about on that episode.
Because it was my idea. It came off the dome. It was from my mind, and I didn't even. I was just like, oh, I need to get this out there because usually during a podcast, you're like, I want to know about it. So I was just like, I want to say it.
Oh my God.
Because it was my idea. And then I don't know why now you're like, it was my idea. It was always my idea.
I take very little credit for most things. That's 100%.
You take credit for everything.
No, I take credit for doing everything, but all the good ideas, all the bangers, that's all you.
Yeah, like Pix. That was me.
God, we have to have a recording somewhere. I have to have it in my
That's
notes.
all me.
I
That's
have to have
all
notes. I used to write notes for everything.
Because notes was for me. Now, you wrote the notes after me. After I said something about
I
Pix.
absolutely hate you.
No, you don't, because you know that you hate yourself because you didn't come up with the idea.
Oh, that's dirty, dude. You did me dirty.
No, yeah, sorry, I came up with the idea,
Oh.
and I'm genius.
All right, what else? Who else do we had?
How many lives have you done? Like how many times?
Like how many? Like twice a week? At least 40. There's got to be close to 90 of them.
So there's technically like 200 episodes.
Technically, I think we have 115 episodes.
With the Yellowstone and the 37s.
The 37s are 3-parter, but that's only one episode, broken up into 3 parts. Grandma, for whatever reason, I didn't pay attention to it. She had 6 individual episodes and not 3 episodes, part 1, part 2.
So technically, this is episode 100.
I have no idea. I have no idea where we're at technically. Okay. Have we recorded more than 100 episodes? Absolutely, we have. But as the podcast numbered, we are not at 100.
Yeah.
Because Tom and Steve Dave did that. They did a 99.5. And then leading up to 600, they did. Leading up to 500, they did a point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4 because they didn't want. They wanted to keep putting out episodes, but they didn't want to hit the technical 600.
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about some who.
Oh, okay.
Yes, go ahead.
You haven't made any gnomes recently. Like you don't have a grandma gnome.
I know.
Is there a reason for it?
I just don't know
Okay,
how to make it a grandma gnome yet.
Gray hair.
Oh, part of the reason why I stopped doing gnomes is because you considered having Sarah redo all of the gnomes.
Oh, yeah.
Because you keep the same concept, but just put it in her style. But so I didn't want to make more gnomes if we were going to change the styles.
They can't have hands and like feet. They can't have like
Knees. No knees.
Yeah, that was really bad.
No knees.
Because wasn't the original idea to have them on a couch? And I had the NES, and it was me and you playing video games.
There was a version of that.
Why am I not in the lo-fi?
The next lo-fi video is going to be yours. It's going to be you. You want just you playing video games on the couch?
Do you have trophies? Do you have medals?
I can do trophies and medals.
Do you have...
Okay, so the next lo-fi video is going to be for the gaming. So it needs to... I was thinking you playing, like, Gnome playing a game. Like, and then...
Which represents me.
What?
Which represents me
Yeah.
is what you're saying?
Yeah. And then you can... I can design the room a little bit.
When are we going to have... Sorry, this has just turned it into
That's
a
right.
when. When are we going to open Pokemon cards for live? Cards that I can keep.
When you start live stream...
my God.
When you start streaming or recording Fortnite...
Can episode 151 be a Pokemon opening episode?
As long as it is... No, how long do you think?
Pokemon themed?
I can do a Pokemon thing for 151. I don't care. I can't guarantee you're going to open anything. What are we going to record? Hey, everybody, Liam just crunkle, 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 crunkle.
No, you'd go live stream and it'd be my hands. You'd have my hands on my face.
Okay.
Plus, we're also like a year away from episode 151.
We're 50 weeks away. 52 weeks in a year.
Is this episode 98?
7.
97?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What did you say?
Yeah, because then there's 98, and then 99, and then 100. So
What happens if I like get like deathly sick on episode 100 date? Do you still do an episode 100 without me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you serious? You don't wait for me to get better and then do the episode 100?
You said you'd Skype in.
When I'm in the hospital, because I just
I'm doing it from your bed.
I had a fatal. I'm a vegetable.
You took a baseball to the head and you're just comatose?
Yeah.
I'll live stream from there.
You're a horrible person.
What? Hey, you wanted to be on it.
You're disappointing.
Okay. Well, I'll readjust that answer if you get hit in the head with a baseball.
Who
and
would
you're
you
in a
have?
coma.
Coma Liam on the podcast? Is that a who you'd want?
Yeah, Coma Liam, the one that doesn't backtalk me and try to hustle me out of money.
The one that just doesn't talk?
Yeah.
Okay, what's another one? Are you looking forward to having career me? Like me who's like, what'd you do at work this week?
I don't talk about work. That's
Okay.
part of it is I don't talk about I don't talk about I talk about shipping and receiving overnights, but I don't talk about the day job.
Okay.
I mean, if you asked, I'd give I'd give you an answer. I wouldn't be able to get into probably a lot of
You
specifics.
should clickbait the title.
What is it?
Chasing Whimsy ending? Question mark.
Like right now?
Yeah.
Before we even get to 100?
Yeah.
All right, who do you want in the future, moving forward?
Jen Schwabach and Walt Flanagan.
I would love a Walt Flanagan. I'm trying not to be an asshole. I've reached out to those guys, and I know that they're busy, and they got a bunch of stuff going on. They don't, and I know that they don't participate with other podcasts. Really, Walt Flanagan has been known to do some other people's podcasts. I do their Patreon, and like it's so weird because they're like they care about the Patreon people, and they always say how much they care about the ants, but to grab their ear for a minute, not the easiest thing to do.
How much is the Kevin Smith tier? The
Want me
most
to-
expensive one.
I don't want me to convert your Tessie to Kevin Smith.
But I was also gonna ask,
I was gonna wait until after your birthday, so that way you can get Tessie stuff for your birthday.
I don't want the Testy stuff for my birthday. I want the Tessie stuff for Christmas because the Christmas stuff's always great. Sorry, that was not what
Yeah.
I was asking for.
Yeah.
How much is it? Because didn't you say, like, what's the most expensive Kevin tier?
Probably $100. I'm not going to do a $100 tier for you.
Didn't you do one for Christmas?
Yeah, to get the Christmas one. And remind me, I found the hooks that we need for your skateboard.
Okay, but what if, didn't you say one of the tiers were, like, getting Kevin, like, a dinner with them?
Yes, you'd have to relook at that one. I think that one's a little bit more.
That's how you get...
I think that one was limited. It's like $300 or something, and then every 6 months he would invite you over dinner at Kevin's house.
So what, is that a $1,200 Kevin Smith episode?
Well, it's so if it's $300 in 6 months, that's $1,800. Like
you're also
you're getting all the cool stuff. You're getting all the exclusive stuff, and then the invite. I'd pay $2,000 for us to go to his house.
Or used to be house, because it's now
Nope,
gone.
the fire did not reach
Kevin's house?
the hills. They got to the hills. He was evacuated, but the fire did not go up into the Hollywood Hills.
Sweet, 2020, like... What if I save for it? I'm like, Dad, I got $2,000.
Okay. Yeah, you can just sign up yourself. You don't need me.
What? Okay, this is like the last one.
Okay.
What episode would you be fine with if there was a celebrity, but it was just me?
Like you ran the whole thing?
No, you, yeah.
I think about that every once in a while. I would like you to run more interviews, but I don't know how I would feel about being on an episode that I'm not on.
Yeah, there's no young kid. There's only old man.
Right.
We should record an episode like that. Just me, and I talk about...
Obviously, I'd like you to do it, but it would freak me out that I'm 99%.
99?
Yeah, I've thought about it, and I don't bring it up because I don't want you coming after me and be like, I want to start doing solos. And you totally could.
But you're just going to be jealous. What if I do Chasing the Whim? And or because I have 50%, I take just Chasing. And we have Podcast Wars.
You're like, chest wham. Che wham. You're like, what? You're like, yeah, I took the first two off of each letter. That way you're still CTW.
J. Yeah.
All right, who else? Who else do you want?
Chris Lanius.
Chris Lanius? He'll never hear this.
No. It's like buy his YouTube channel.
I could. He's not doing anything with it. He moved to Twitch and TikTok. He's a TikTok creator now.
I like how all the Pokemon... That's not a conversation for today.
Who's realistically okay? FYI, when I saw Kevin Smith, okay, so you might be at Fan Fusion with us.
Oh, okay, this is the you've been waiting for.
Yeah. Okay, so
Okay, so was I gonna go to Fan Fusion before?
no, you were not. You were like, I'm not going to Fan Fusion. Sorry.
I might go Sunday. That was the thing.
Okay, you might have gone Sunday. Okay. When I saw the announcement that Kevin Smith was going, I did repost it on Instagram and said, hey, everybody, look who's going to Fan Fusion. FYI, I'm doing a panel, and I invited him, Jay Muse, and Ming Chen to the panel. How cool would that
What a
be?
stellar panel.
Like, I don't even know, like, they don't even have to be on there with us. I mean, I would totally do, like, a View Askew panel and just change up the whole idea. But even if you and I were up there presenting and they came in, a little shout out, bring them up. Would you bring them up? If you and I were doing a panel, you, me, Megan doing a panel, you see Kevin Smith and Jay Muse walking in from the back because they're like, hey, what's going on over here? Do you... Hold on, he walked away for a second.
No, I'm still listening.
But do you want a podcast, Sophie?
You want to talk about the trampoline?
Okay.
You want me to hold you?
All right. So we're up there paneling. Okay. And they come in the back door. Do you wave them over to come and say hi, or do you just give them a little tip of the hat to acknowledge that they're there.
You would expect you talk to them before, right?
Maybe because they're doing stuff themselves. So if they took a break to come over and take a look at us, we don't know they're coming. Surprise! There's two of them in the back.
If I'm like, oh wow, that's Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith, I'd be like, hi, and then you couldn't be like, come here. No.
Oh, 100%. I'm doing it. 100%.
Then you can do it.
If I see them, be like, hey, everybody, I'm talking about podcasting. I'm doing it on a budget. Kevin Smith, Jay Mewes, Godfathers of podcasting. They're the reason why we're here today. Woo! You guys want to come up? And they're like, no, we got to go. I'd be like, no worries. Pretend like pretend like we're BFFs, dude.
Why am I going to Fan Fusion now?
Because your mom told you that you had to go. Why do you have to go?
She said if you're half of Chasing the Whimsy and he's doing a panel, shouldn't you be on it?
So is she the one I need to yell at while you're over here trying to steal half of my gnomes?
She's like, you be on that panel so we can take half of it.
Yeah, your mom got in your head about the 50%. All right.
No.
So we were never going to force you. But now, do you want to come up with a panel idea? Because Megan and I are coming up with panel ideas. We have 3 panels that we have to do in Tucson.
We have panels in Tucson?
Yeah, we're featured guests.
Okay, I'll go to that one. Okay, so what date is Tucson next year?
November 9, 10, 8, 9, 10.
If I'm varsity, maybe.
Huh?
If I'm varsity, no. If I'm
No. Okay.
wrestling first, you know?
So, what kind of panel do you do? Megan got some banger ideas.
So, what you gotta do, you first do like an actual Chasing the Whimsy normal episode if I go, right?
Like you wanted our panel to just be an episode?
Yeah, that's what they did with Garmin.
Oh, fair enough. I know what you're saying. Okay. Oh, like recorded like a live?
Yeah.
It's not impossible.
Oh, Tucson, that's gonna put us on the...
100% we do a live from Tucson.
Do we have our own table there?
Do you want a table?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't think... Okay, we're not going to get a table inside with all of the artists and the random merch stuff. But I would bring and set up a table outside in the courtyard like we did before. Megan and I recorded in the courtyard, which actually sounded pretty decent. But it was just a regular round table with an umbrella. So we would have a longer table with a logo banner, tablecloth on it, so people can come over and hang out. Is there anybody? Oh, okay. Here's a who. We go to Chronicon 2025.
Mallrats?
Whatever theme is going to be, but who from the VSQ universe could show up that you would want to talk to?
Well, the elephant in the room, it's got like Jason Mewes. Like, he's always been my favorite.
Right.
And how funny would it be if, like, you're my idol, like, when I was 9.
Right.
10.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of easy to snag Kevin after our interaction. Like, if you think about it, I was one of the only young kids who actively knew what was going on.
100%. Everybody else was being told around in a fucking trolley thingy. Rosario Dawson.
Oh, no. Just kidding. You can.
I'd totally make her record a Whimsy.
Mm-hmm. Would it end our episodes?
I put them in a couple some special episodes. Anybody else that you would want? Feasible? Your grandma?
Mm-hmm. That's very possible. She's always happy when people visit.
You could totally obviously do that one, but solo. I'll just be there to help record. That'd be kind of cool. I think grandma ones are pretty cool.
You get me a Mother's Day episode?
I have ideas for Mother's Day.
Me, my grandma, and my mom. And then it's like the son, and then you can have you, your mom, and other grandma for them, and it can be a 2-parter for Mother's Day.
Possibly. I have another idea that I'll run by you. But
All of them. Okay, you want to wrap this up?
no. Just give me one more. Give me a couple. I don't even know what time we're at.
I want a full Sophie episode.
Yeah. How long do you think we get? 12 minutes?
20 minutes.
20 minutes?
At best.
Yeah. We gotta.
With the attention span now of 3.
Yeah, there's some days where she'll hang out. We just have to. We gotta find something better than what did you do today?
For gaming.
Yeah. Are you surprised with some of the Who's that we had? Are you surprised with any of the Who's that we might come up with?
I'm surprised of how easy it is to get people.
Right.
Would you have ever thought we got Brian Johnson the first 40 episodes of our podcast?
No, absolutely not, to be honest with you. Let's see. Yeah, I've emailed a bunch of people. I have these 2 PR companies.
You haven't even mentioned the old man with Tetris cheese.
Cheese? Oh my god, I love that episode. I absolutely loved that episode. Episode 60. 59. 59 or 60. Absolutely amazing. I love that one. Yeah, I've emailed a couple of people, and I got a couple of people. I have no idea what time it is.
Right here.
Oh, 56 minutes.
We
never. Yeah. So, what do we do? I don't know what we're doing next week. I don't know what the 2 extra W's are. One's a Y. Y should be 99. And I just forget what the other one is. Who, what, where. We did where. Who, what's the 4th one? Who, what, where.
When? How?
When.
Oh,
when's a weird one.
Why don't we just make 98 the Y and then we do 99 as a Super Bowl normal episode?
Because it was the 5 W's.
There was never 5 W's.
I called it 5 W's. So we're just gonna drop a W? I mean, it's whimsy enough. Let's do it. All right. So somewhere there's a what coming or a Y and maybe a win, but I don't even know what we do with a win.
The 4 W's and an H. How?
Yeah. The it has a W in it. I didn't say the 5 words that start with W. I just said 5 W's and how with a W. Mm-hmm. All right. You wanna?
Well,
what?
Whimsy.
You got 2.5 minutes. You got 2 minutes. You want to do an ad for episode 100?
No, because episode 100 needs to be a surprise.
When is it?
When is it?
Say it.
What, Whimsy?
Yeah. Where's... Okay, hold on.